Hey everyone, Mike here from Contentfold, and got a cool video for everyone today. If you guys are brand new to the channel, uh, please like, subscribe, start following this because we're trying to do 4 different case studies every single week, with every day kind of getting a different case study. Right now we're currently running 2. We're hoping to do case studies 3 and 4 next week, but this is uh, our very first case study, but this is week 2, so this is exactly 7 days later, and the results so far have been pretty darn impressive. So I kind of want to jump right into it. If you guys again are new to the channel, you guys can go back and watch week 1 of this, but this is we're trying to revive an old like travel blog YouTube and stuff like that. Okay, so to start, I have some stats put over here from the last time. This YouTube travel channel has kind of just been sitting there for about 2 to 3 years. And the blog. When we started, the blog was completely broken. It had like the sample WordPress images set up there. The links up top weren't working. The logo was actually transparent, so you couldn't even see it half the time. All of the headers were like lowercase for some reason, right? It was a complete mess. So we're going to talk about that later. On top of that, I'm just looking at it, we had 1,040 subscribers. Okay, so that is just another big number that we can check on. As you can see already, we have 1,050. It's actually 1,052, but Contentfold goes up by batches of 10, which is completely fine, but it does go up by that much. And then on the Pinterest, we had only 280 monthly views. Again, you can see all of this in week 1. This is exactly 1 week later, and so let's kind of dive into it. So to start, I did have a brand new video posted today. So, and it's running. So I'm actually going to take this URL, just going to copy and paste it right here. And this is something you guys can do if you don't want to wait for Contentfold to find it on the side, okay? So if you just click on anything and then click back here, you'll see that's in the queue now, okay? And so this is something that I just, again, as we're kind of going through this, I'm just showing everyone, if you're brand new to the channel, how Contentfold is going to work. We're going to take a look at the blog, the pins, the Facebook post, everything after this. But for now, let's kind of jump into some of the numbers that we're seeing. So right off the bat, in 1 week, we gained 12 suppliers. And so just to show everyone this correctly, channel analytics, I'm just going to click on the back. I'm going to hit refresh, I'm sorry, just so you guys can see this. We've gained 12 subscribers since last week. Our watch time is up considerably. Our views are up considerably. You can kind of see what got the best stuff. This was a short right here. This, I don't know why it has such bad watch time, but the rest are pretty good. You know, pretty better watch times and stuff like that. But overall, pretty darn happy, right? Pretty happy with this. Watch time is up big. Subscribers are up. We put out, I think, 3 videos since last time, so that's not too bad. And really from there, I actually can tell you. Let's click on this. 3 videos since last time, so 1, 2, and then this one went out like literally, I think it just said 20 minutes ago, right? It literally just came out. So very happy. 31 videos last time, 34, so you guys can see that we're not flooding. We're not trying to pump one out every single day or anything like that. Trying to keep it as realistic as possible. On top of that, we're going to talk about these shorts. I just kind of messed around with one down here, as you can see. But to go to our next point that we're pretty darn happy with is the Pinterest channel. And so I'm just going to refresh this. It says 770 views, but this is quite a bit lower than what it actually is. We actually gained a follower. And while the views are kind of a vanity metric, you still need the views to even get a chance at the clicks. What I do like to see is you can see click here, there's a click here, 4 clicks here, 1 click here, 1, 3. If I scroll down a little, 1, 1, 1. So again, you see a couple kind of picking up, right? Nothing too crazy, but to go into our analytics to actually show everyone this. In the last 30 days, so we were at like 283 to be specific last time. And now for the last 30 days, we are at 1.2, let's just say, 1,000 impressions, 24 engagement, 5 outbound clicks. Our audience has gone up and our engaged audience. So just to show that none of this is paid or anything like that, you guys can actually see paid and earned, 0, right? So this is all just since we started posting again. If you even want us to do the last 60 days to show that this was a completely dead channel, 1.26, right? So again, maybe there was a small bump in terms of even impressions, but if you can see engagements, outbound clicks, and engaged audience, none of this has changed, just the impressions went up for the 30 days, and it went up, yeah, 1.2 versus that. So 1.2 versus 1.26. Yeah, I mean, almost nothing, right? So this was our last 30 days. Really, really impressive. And please remember, this is really like the last week, right? Like this is a week difference. 283 to here, 1,000 more impressions, and we went from 0 engagements, 0 outbound clicks, and 0 engaged audience into 24, 5, and 3. So am I saying that is mind-blowing? No, by any means, guys. But please remember, this was 1 week of posting. And even then, I don't think we posted that many images, to be honest. I think our last one was the London one with kids. I think we did that live for everyone. This one right here, so we posted another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Some of these started getting a little more traction, the earlier ones, but it's really just steady posting, right? To come over here just to kind of show that as well. Scheduled pins, we do have 17. Green means it posted already. Blue means it's going to post. So we don't have anything for the weekend, but after that we have at least 1 to 2 a day going, right? And into next month we have a couple staggered throughout here. This is just the way Contentfold works. Once you grab a YouTube video, we turn into a blog, a pin, a Facebook post, a Twitter post or X post, email, not a blast, but like an email newsletter almost type of thing. It does all of that off of a single video. For the pins, it currently does 4 pins and it schedules them out. You can turn it into 6 very easily by just clicking on it. You can click on a repin or a post now or anything like that. Again, repin in 7 days if you have something that did very well. You can just do something like that, okay? But as you guys can see, I hope you guys can kind of tell, like, very excited with what we're seeing so far. Views are up considerably. Pinterest is up a lot, especially in 1 week. And next up, I guess we're going to touch on some of the clicks. As you can see, the total clicks have gone up considerably since the last time. This is one thing where I don't know exactly where we're at. I think it said that we had 100 clicks from before, but I think that seems low. My notes are a little off on top of that, but I know these have gone up considerably compared to the last video. So clicks are up, Pinterest is up, blog traffic is up, and then the YouTube views are up, right? So in general, this traffic, this travel vlog, YouTube channel, whatever it is growing, right? It is slowly being revived. With that said, as this is probably almost done with the content generation before I kind of dive more into it. What I did want to kind of talk about is one thing we are going to start doing is, because we've seen such a promise in this first week, we're going to start trying to treat Simplify Abroad as if it was someone's real business. So again, Contentfold does a really good job of amplifying and earning you more money across 5 different channels, right? We're working on adding more and more channels every single day. But for Contentfold, how do I want to say this correctly? Contentfold does a lot of the heavy lifting, but it still helps if you produce more content or if you produce better content or things like that, right? So the reason I'm saying this is, and just to kind of come back over here to Simplify Abroad, there's a single short here. It got 300 views. Pretty happy with that, right? We are going to be producing 2 to 3 shorts a day for Simplify Abroad. So this is one of the new things we're going to be doing. This is going to go out. On top of that, if you guys take a look right now, today's May 14th when this video is being shot. We don't even have, we definitely don't have a TikTok for Simplify Abroad. We don't have an Instagram for Simplify Abroad. We don't have a Facebook. I mean, I guess we have a Pinterest. We don't have I guess, Threads or Blue Sky, or we don't have a Twitter. We don't have any of these things. So what we're going to be doing in the next week, just again, if you guys are new to like how we're doing this case study, we're also trying to grow the business besides just Contentfold to give it the best chance for success. Last week, I'm going to go touch on this in a little bit. We worked completely on fixing the blog, so I'm going to go show you guys all that, fixing the actual website because it was just a mess. But this week, we're going to work on making a TikTok, making an Instagram, making a Facebook page, making a Twitter, a Threads, a Blue Sky, or whatever this stuff is. And from our YouTube shorts, all of our YouTube shorts, we're going to auto post over to the other short platforms. All right. Just to see if we can kind of grow across the board, to have a lot more social signals pointing back to our YouTube channel, to our blog, to also spread our affiliate links further, to do that type of stuff, right? We have absolutely none of them, and it is our goal to really start to put this together this week. Now, last thing I do before, I'm assuming this content queue is probably almost ready, and it is ready. Before we jump into this, I do want to show everyone, simplify abroad. As you guys can see, the headers are fixed, the capitalizations are fixed. Not every header is super tiny, right? As you guys can see, those fake images at the bottom from the WordPress, that's gone. Again, if you actually click on our blog, you can see the logo now, right? So again, considerably better than before. Again, if you want to know what I'm talking about, I guess I didn't fix this button yet. I'll fix this button. If you want to see what I'm talking about, take a look at last week's video. It was a total mess. So this is what we kind of spent on this week, was making sure we scheduled out enough videos. I think we have about 6 videos scheduled out for the next 3 weeks. So 2 videos a week is what Simplify Abroad is putting out. So that has been scheduled out. We've cleaned up the blogs. We've fixed the headers. We've deleted all the fake like WordPress images. And we just cleaned up a lot of those types of things. So that was what we did between week 1 and now. Between week 2 and week 3, between our next case study video for Simplify Abroad, we are going to try to create the TikTok, the Instagram, the Facebook Reels, all that type of stuff, and then post it across of everything. On top of that, still letting Contentfold create the blogs, the pins, the newsletter, the Facebook post, the Twitter post, which again will cross-post to multiple things. And again, the biggest thing that we're trying to do is we're trying to use our single video from YouTube to not only make the shorts for the other platforms, but also for the YouTube to turn into these quality blogs that hopefully you're about to see right now, the quality pins, get our affiliate links out there, just really start to kind of spread our reach as far as possible while focusing on just making good YouTube content instead of spreading ourselves so thin. All right, that is the entire goal kind of this case study. And so now that this looks like this is ready, let us take a look. So this was Tenerife, Is It Worth the Hype? A Hawaii Guy's Honest Review. If you guys don't know, I am from Hawaii, legitimately. So Tenerife review, is this Canary Island really worth it? Tenerife kept coming up as a cheap island escape from Spain, but we honestly weren't sure if it would live up to the hype for us. We're Mike and Aubrey, an American family of 6 living in Valencia, and we snuck away kid-free for 4 days to see what this Canary Island actually felt like in real life. Mike grew up in Hawaii, so his bar for the beaches and islands is pretty high. I lived in Hawaii now and now in the Spanish mainland. I was genuinely surprised how much I liked Tenerife. We talked about what we liked, the prices, hills, weather, smash, and perfect. So yeah, I mean, this is pretty darn good. It mentioned that I'm from Hawaii. It grabbed the thumbnail correctly. It did actually highlight the 30 round trip flights. That's all correct here. I like some of the kind of rocky, hilly pin that we have first. So again, if you're new to the channel, it does make 4 pins that you can look at separately and approve separately. These are all pretty darn good. But what it does is it actually spreads it throughout the blog post as well as the video as well. So love the key takeaways. Yep, and I actually specifically mentioned this in the video. So this grabbed, again, I like how Contentfold is grabbing specific things that I had said. Tenerife is nice, but it's not going to blow your mind. Yep, 100%. The scenery and vibes, island vibes, and normal Spanish town. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful flowers everywhere. I know that's my wife talking there. Island vibes is definitely me talking there. So again, pretty darn good. How long is the flight to Tenerife from Spain? And was it worth it from Europe? And again, this is actually exactly from the video. I specifically got caught off guard that it wasn't like a 90-minute flight, to be honest. I mentioned how Mallorca was a 50 minutes round trip, and the fact that Tenerife was like 3 hours or something crazy, 3 or 4 hours. Yeah, right here, 3 hours. It just caught me off guard. I just, for some reason, thought it was so much closer on the map when it's like off the coast of like Morocco or Africa or something. So, how cheap is Tenerife? Flights, hotels, and real world prices. So we did go in the off season. So I like how it actually said November was the off season, $30 round trip. 2 weeks later, it was 180 round trip. So again, I love that Contentfold is grabbing specific things that I have personally said. I'm not able to tell everything when we do some of these videos, especially some of the case studies. But on this particular case study, I can tell because it's based on our own travel channel that we're kind of running here. So 100% talking about this. I did say the place is labeled a 5-star, but it felt more like a 4-star. I kind of say that about everywhere in Europe. Here is our affiliate link kind of put across. This is probably what we'll focus on, not this week, but the following week. Once we have all the Instagram, TikTok, everything set up. If you guys go back and watch the first video, we have no affiliate links. Like here is a Wise International Bank, which I recommend to anyone moving from the United States to Europe or trying to do, pounds into euros, euros into dollars, whatever. I find it the easiest to use. So I actually do have an affiliate link here, but I need to go find other real affiliate links, right? That's saved for another day. Best time to visit Tenerife. Off-season weather, water, crowds, perfect. Again, love the video right here. I think this is a very nice looking pin. Personally, kind of looks like island. I mean, that's pretty darn good. I think that's pretty hard to beat. The Spanish dialect, we definitely talked about that. Best way to learn Spanish as an adult in Spain. I actually love this because it is, wow, it's actually linking ahead to what was made. That is impressive. So love that there's some internal linking going. That's going to do really, really well for your SEO. So I'm loving that's working. I was actually nervous because that's on top of our WordPress plugin. I knew we did that for our actual Contentfold.blog. That is a hosted blog for anyone at any level of our Contentfold payment, like plans, basically paid plans. But the fact that it still does it for anything on the WordPress site as well that's pretty good. That's something I have to congratulate Mark and Corey on. They've been working hard on that. So that's really nice. Here's a little Contentfold affiliate link. Tenerife versus Mallorca in mainland Spain. Yep, 100%. Talked about this. Here's our frequently asked questions. Here's our meta description for the SEO. Here's the SEO keyword phrases that it's trying to hit in here. This was brand new that we added. So again, I'm going to publish this to the blog, confirm, publish. I am very, very happy with this post. I believe these pins are going to get us some traffic. I believe that the blog is going to get us some traffic. Really happy with what's going on. The Twitter post, if you've already been to Hawaii, Tenerife is probably going to feel nice instead of mind-blowing. It's exactly why it works so well on a cheap island for Europeans who never hop on a 20-hour flight to the Pacific. Perfect, right? Love that. Facebook post, somewhere between our second Cafe con Leche and our third, this is actually pretty. I caught myself thinking we could just live here. This is more my wife saying this one, but she did actually say this. So that's pretty darn good. I love the amount of quotes that it's giving in here. Have you ever gone somewhere and raved about it where your reaction was, yeah, this is nice, or the opposite, I could actually live here? Yeah, perfect. So again, very happy with these two. The email, is Tenerife actually a budget island? What the island feels like day to day. Spanish in Tenerife versus mainland Spain. Travel reality check. Perfect. Yeah, I mean, very, very happy with this as well. So again, really happy. I'm just going to schedule one of these pins just to kind of show you guys, how this works. Tenerife versus Mallorca. I'm just going to click on this. I'm going to hit post now. And we'll head over to our, it's been posted. Perfect. I'm going to head on over here. Let's hit refresh. Boom. There it is. Let's head over to our blog. Let's hit refresh. It should have been enough time. There should be a brand new one. Love it. Let's take a look at it here. As you guys can see, again, if you're brand new, take a look at our first video, but this was not capitalized at all. It is working again. If you click on top any of these things, it is pre-coded in. So this is all built by Contentfold, right? If you guys have this link, it actually, I'll just click on this to kind of show you. It will take you right over here to Wise. So again, love the Pinterest images. Love that a lot of this isn't too thick of the writing in terms of like it's not like 10 sentences in a row. We try to hit enter, it kind of blocks it off, makes it easier to read and digest. Yeah, I mean, frequently asked questions slides us all the way to the bottom. It's got related post. I'm pretty darn happy with this. This is pretty nice. So again, guys, just to kind of wrap it up, I want to make sure I show everyone kind of this. 1,050 subscribers. Pinterest, we're at, it's not 770. I'll start doing the analytics one so we can see. I think it's 1.2. 1.26. It's actually gone up a little bit since then, so must just be a couple more people hitting the page and stuff like that. So not Contentfold, YouTube grew by 12 subscribers, past 1,050. We jumped from 283 monthly views on Pinterest into 1,260 views, so about 1,000 more, which is perfect. We actually have engagements and outbound clicks. Yeah, so someone actually came in outbound clicked on this while we've been chatting here. So engagements 26, outbound clicks are 6, engaged audience is 3 for the Pinterest stats. Again, for the YouTube views, I'm not worried too much about that. We're getting pretty good views in the sense that 620, 146, 159. We just started posting again. It's going to take a little while for us to kind of, hit our stride with that, but pretty darn happy with that. 300 views here for our very first short. So again, to wrap it up, 100%, actually I'll kind of come over here to our, just so you guys can see, and then everything that we fixed on here, right? This was just a total mess. It just really was an absolute mess. So to wrap it up, for next week, before week 3 of the case study, I'm going to try to make the TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Threads, Blue Sky, right? Whatever those are. I'm going to start cross-posting any of the shorts that we do across of everything. Then from there, for all of the long-form content, I'm going to continue using Contentfold to make the blogs, make the pins, make the text Facebook, the text Twitters, and then the email newsletter. So kind of just putting a little more effort into Simplify Abroad to treat it like a real business, like I guess people would be doing their real business on, right? So trying to give Simplify Abroad a little more love, a little more, make it a little more realistic of how people would actually treat it, even though I'm already blown away by the results for the very like 1 week. I truly am blown away by it. We'll see how this thing keeps snowballing. I can only see it going better and better, to be completely honest with you. But we'll kind of see how it goes. So, yeah, guys, again, please like, subscribe, follow us. Take a look at these case studies. We do have really, really cool case studies. Every single case study, we're trying to do something completely different with it. And if you guys ever want to try out Contentfold, we do have a completely free trial for you guys to take a look at. Test it out, see if it works for you, and yeah, we'll go from there. We'll see you guys next week. All right, thanks.